going to be a reading and an EVP recording of the EVPs and the energy that are coming from the South Sudan plane crash. What were the signs of some of the loved ones of the people who were on the Sudan flight this week? Some of the loved ones who were left behind are coming in as being Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Actually, more earth signs. Virgo, also Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini as well. What were some of the things that they viewed as important in their lives? Their kindred spirit friends, people who had the same emotional goals that they did, making good on previous promises or trying to get close to allowing things that, as some people say, time passed and they were unable to do at any point in time, just doing things that they weren't able to do previously. That's also coming in as having been very important. Some people put off some things like traveling or visiting with others because they were working and so forth and so on. And so doing these sorts of things were coming in as very important to them before this happened. Someone was very defensive about something, and so they wanted to take some steps to defend a stance that they had. Another person was trying to get away from a scenario that was heartrending in some way. So those are things that are coming in. What else was coming in as important to someone? Someone wanted to make money, and so the trip has something to do with being able to make money or borrow some money in some way, and that's coming in as well. What were some of the signs of previously departed loved ones that came in to calm them, the energy, the memories came in to calm or soothe them in any way? When there was panic going on, what memories did their guardian angels or did they intentionally think of? Well, some people came across as having a memory of a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. One person had a Libra who they remembered in that time of stress. One had a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who came to mind. Again, fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and more water signs of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What were some of the things that they were presented with learning in their lifetime? A few things that people were encouraged to learn about how to make use of certain skills, even when other people were saying that they were played out skills, um, being able to do the best with what they've learned growing up, even the importance of coming together as a team. That's something someone was presented with learning. The importance of being able to take joy from things like birthdays, anniversaries, and celebrations, and how they can make life more interesting and just make it a higher quality life in general. About doing things that were instinctive and that they really wanted to do, and just going after what they wanted. These things were coming in, and just about experiencing joy as a whole and living in the moment. These are things that were coming up that they were encouraged to learn. And the things that they say that they learned for sure, at least what some of the people would come in as saying, have to do with being able to conduct yourself in a way that's positive because you're representing yourself, your people, um, and the groups that you associate with when you're in the business world. That's coming up. Loyalty. Someone learned a lot about loyalty and how it's displayed and how important it is during their lifetime. Another person learned to trust in their belief systems more fully, learn to understand, to comprehend how important intuition is on average. Someone learned some very spiritually enlightening truths, as well as about how to make good of a stable life, how to make your life indeed more stable, more full of stability for yourself and for those who you love and care about the most. So these things are coming in as well as things that they picked up on and learned in an overview of their lives. And to give an overview of the astrological transits that were going on at the time of the crash, they were a Mars trine of Pluto, which is about someone willfully being determined to succeed, and also someone who had links to someone who was prophetic or someone who actually was prophetic, being on the flight. Something having to do with occult. Someone had something that they were intertwined in that could likely have had some bearing on them. And it was occult oriented. The Mars trine coming in. There is something coming up to show that there still may have been someone who had a lot of self confidence, even though they went through a time period of possible abuse of some sort. The Neptune sextile coming in is about someone who doesn't mind being alone and just living a quiet, affable life. If they can't find anyone to enjoy life with, they were still happy, even at times when they were single or being single at that point. The Sun semi-square of Pluto shows that there was some struggle, but someone was learning to let go in some area. The Sun sesquiquadrate with Mars shows that it was very important for someone to be self-reliant. It was extremely important to them, to him or her. And there was also someone very romantic, or they had experienced someone being very romantic with them, with the moon biquintile of Neptune going on. There was also a Saturn square of Uranus and a moon square of Pluto. The Saturn square of Uranus denotes that there was some tension in someone's heart because of rebellion and constriction, kind of like bouncing off of one another. And the moon square with Pluto shows that there was an intensely powerful way that someone had been feeling. So they may have had some problems within their relationship. And that's what that Saturn square of Uranus and moon square of Pluto shows. My condolences to everyone who has lost someone or knows someone who has been affected by this crash that I'm doing a reading on. I will be adding the EVP. "71 years old and going to have anything good spiritual for anything good." Okay, someone wants to know about someone who has been in a stalking frame of mind, and someone wants to know something about something spiritual going on. About the person who you asked about, who's in close proximity to you, this person seems to be very optimistic. So they're optimistic about possibly having a relationship with someone. So no one can really tell them anything because they're very optimistic. They may be having a new vision fairly soon here, because this is representative of someone having a new vision. So either they have a new idea on how to approach someone who they've had their eye on, or they're going to have this new idea to leave well enough alone. So just to get a clarifier about that, I'm going to bring out the other deck. And it is the Page of Pentacles coming in. So essentially, with the Page of Pentacles coming in, they have a lot of ambition. They have work ethic and they do have thoughtfulness, but their ambition might be what is really running rampant with their choices that they're making. So they're very, very ambitious. So that's what's going on with them. For the 71-year-old, something spiritual coming in for you is likely connected with you giving. This could be tithes and offerings and blessings coming in with that. The scripture about the storehouse, that's coming to mind. Letting go of things that are no longer serving you, walking away from anyone who is going to try to pull you into a less than kosher frame of mind when it comes to your spirituality. That's coming in to get some more clarity on what's coming in with a lump sum and walking away from anything that is not going to be in your best interest spiritually. The strength to be able to do that is coming in, and the clarifier here is this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords shows that there's some haste, some action going on, and someone will be charging ahead. So as far as what you will be charging ahead in regards to spiritually, let's see what comes up. So there's a team, so you could be working with maybe a church or on some spiritual level, whatever your spiritual beliefs are. You could be contributing. In fact, your guardian angel, your spirit guides may see fit for you to contribute some of your lessons, some things that you've learned, and definitely something that you feel very strong about with this fire starter energy coming in. Or if you do get involved with a group that has a spiritual basis, spiritual beliefs, very heavy spiritual beliefs, you're going to be able to do something with that energy, something that you feel very passionate about. You're also going to be able to put your money into that spiritual vibe that's going on. And let me see if I can find out more about what it has to do with. Definitely something spiritual, definitely coming together with the same emotional goal. That's going to be one that is uplifting. There's also some sort of secret thing that happened with you, or some secret desire that you have, and that is going to be able to help you to manifest positively in a spiritual manner. Also, I see you hanging in there. When it comes to a spiritual catharsis, there are memories that come to mind that can encourage you as well. when it comes to something spiritual. Lastly, the Six of Swords denotes a journey, companionship, and peace. So peace is coming in as being something spiritual. It's going to have peace is going to manifest spiritually for you the more you delve in and allow your spiritual self to come through over everything else that's going on. There's a journey that has something to do with you coming through some disappointment in love. This could be family or this could be otherwise. There's also companionship coming in despite a failed plan, something that the plan didn't go quite as well as was expected. Or the other thing that this could stand for is an air sign of Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, where that companionship is coming from. So if you have a plan, whether or not it was a good plan or not, there's companionship coming in with the plan. If you have a plan in the future, it's going to be linked to companionship and spirituality. And there could also be a spiritual link, like I said, with an Aquarius, so where you guys vibe off of one another and encourage one another, or this could be a Gemini or a Libra. I'm also getting that some travel that you've done either has made you feel more spiritual or can in the future. There's also a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries who you are going to be able to share some spiritual growth with. You guys are going to be able to encourage one another spiritually. So this is a fire sign as well as an air sign. And what you put into your spirituality is what you're going to get out of it. This stands for hard work here. You're also going to be able to make peace through a spiritual gift that you have. And you're also going to be inspiring others. You're going to be inspired as well. And that's what's coming in here with this Page of Cups. Someone may gift you something that has spiritual significance, or you may give someone else something that has spiritual significance that may have come, something that was present with you as you came through a storm in your life. So you're able to help someone else with what you did during a difficult or dangerous time. And the Two of Wands stands for choices. Okay, so the choices that you've made, there's prosperity there and opportunity there. That opportunity is coming in for you to grow spiritually, knowing that you can help someone else by interacting with them spiritually. And then there goes spirituality, religion, education, all coming in for you again. The way that you come through temptation and any ongoing temptation that you face, or that someone who you know faces, helping them through that and sharing your spiritual truths. And if they feel like they don't want to hear it, it could be something that comes up that they want to hear, and that'll be your way in through choices. So if they have choices that are not grounded, or if you notice someone who may be fabricating about something, or something of that nature. Just being able to help someone, stating what the pros and cons are of all of the many choices that they have. That is going to also be something that gives you some spiritual context to gauge your ability to grow and help others spiritually. The way that you've improved upon yourself on a daily, if not weekly basis throughout your lifetime. That is all something coming in as having spiritual significance. I also feel that you are going to be able to grow some from something that happens where you feel the most contented. Someone is going to, pay close attention to how well you are going about your business because you have reached certain goals within your life, and that is going to be something that draws someone to you because they know you've reached certain goals that you had, and they're going to view you as someone who can be somewhat of an example to them. And that's when you will be able to help to build them up spiritually. And when they talk to you, you likewise are going to be able to experience more spiritual growth as well when they relay what's going on with you. And this could be someone who, is just a stranger in passing or someone who you've known for a while. And they are going to be able to connect with you on a spiritual basis, and you'll feel it. You won't feel like you're pushing it. And I feel like they're going to approach you as well because it's going to be hard not to miss that you have this contentment about yourself. It's going to be like the cover of a book. So that's what's going on with you. That is good spiritually. Love and light.